Previously on The Collected. At 17 years ago was, in her opinion, completely beside the point. The kitchen smelled like butter and cardamom, and something warm underneath both, something that had soaked into the walls over 60 years of early mornings. Her husband had built this kitchen. The shelves were slightly crooked, and she had never straightened them. She was making cinnamon rolls. Not for any occasion. You didn't wait for occasions. You made the thing. You put it in front of people. That was the whole secret to most of life. She was sliding the tray into the oven when she became aware of the two women at her kitchen table. She looked at them over her shoulder, a good long look. Then she closed the oven door, set the timer, and sat down across from them. Episode 6. The Accident on Route 9. The fog came in off the fields around midnight, and by 1 in the morning, it was the kind that makes the world feel like it ends 20 feet ahead of you. The truck came through the intersection at 63 miles per hour. The driver had been awake 19 hours. He didn't see the light. He didn't see the car. He saw the fog, and then he saw nothing. And then the car was sideways in the ditch, headlights pointing at nothing. 4 people in the car. Hell was already there when Sigrun arrived. She stood in the center of the intersection, and she was fully present in a way she rarely allowed in open spaces. The fog thickening around her, the road wet and dark, the air dropping several degrees in a radius around where she stood. Her shadow fell in 4 directions at once. The traffic light above the intersection swung in the wind, and each time it passed over her, it flickered, unable to hold its color in her proximity. Sigrun came fast. She stopped beside Hel, and her eyes were already moving, already counting. 4, Sigrun said. 3, Hel said. Sigrun looked at her sharply. Show me. Hel turned toward the car. Silver sedan, crumpled against the drainage ditch, steam rising from the engine. Inside, a man in the driver's seat, a woman beside him, 2 children in the back, a girl in a booster seat, her head tipped to one side. The father, Hel said. The others will survive. Sigrun's face didn't change. She laid the record down the way she always did, steady, precise, because the record mattered even when it didn't change the outcome, especially then. Military service, 2 tours, a commendation. He carried a wounded man 4 miles. He's 41 years old. His children are 7 and 4. I know, Hel said. Then tell me it's right. I don't deal in right, Hel said. I deal in what is. That's not enough. It has to be. The first siren started, thin and far away. Sigrun turned to face Hel fully. The rain came down between them, cold and indifferent. Something burned behind Sigrun's eyes that she didn't try to hide. Give him to me, she said, low, direct. Let him go to the honored hall. Let it mean something. It means something regardless of where he goes. You know what I mean. Yes, Hel said. I do. And something in her voice shifted, just briefly, just a fraction, into the space where grief would live if she were built differently. I know exactly what this costs. I carry every cost, every child who grows up without a father, every wife who wakes up changed. I hold all of it, Sigrun, every single piece of what this leaves behind. Sigrun stared at her. And it makes no difference, Hel said, not cruelly, simply, the way mountains are simple. Inside the car, the woman was moving, reaching into the back seat with her good arm, finding her daughter's hand, finding her son's shoulder. It's okay. I'm here. I've got you. Sigrun listened. She looked at Hel one more time, searching for a seam, a place where the answer might be different. There was nothing. There never was. She turned away and stood at the edge of the road with her back to everything, her face turned up to the rain, her hands still at her sides. Behind her, Hel moved toward the car, quietly, without ceremony. The ambulance pulled into the intersection. Sigrun watched the paramedics run, watched the doors wrenched open, watched the woman helped out, the children lifted free, both alive, both crying. She watched a paramedic stop at the driver's door. She watched him look at his partner. She walked into the fog. On the next episode of The Collected. He looked at her. In his eyes, something small, something still there. He looked at the river. He looked back. Behind them both, Hel stood in the center of the bridge, and the cold radiated from her, and her shadow fell in 4 directions, and she was fully present in the way she had been in that ICU room, in that intersection, immense and patient and ancient, waiting for what would be. Danny got down. He half fell, his sneakers hitting the boards hard, and then he was standing on the bridge with his hands shaking and his face doing something he hadn't let it do in a long time. Sigrun put her hand on his shoulder, just once, just briefly. "Call Ruth," she said. He nodded, reached for his phone, hands shaking so badly he almost dropped it. Sigrun stepped back. She turned to Hel. They looked at each other across the length of the bridge, the cold between them, the river below.